is my first time attending this event. That looks so good. Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Morgan and I have my own art small business called Morgan's Creations. This video is going to be a prep with me vlog. I am prepping for an artist alley, aka a craft show. There's a library in my area that does a fandom fest every year. It's basically like a library community version of a Comic-Con. It's mostly for kids. Fandom fest is Saturday, April 18th. The artist alley is from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. I actually used to go to this event as a kid. I've been a couple of times and this really makes it a full circle moment because now years later in my 20s I am coming back to this event as a vendor. So I submitted an application and I was accepted and approved. I've actually been to this library a lot just within the past couple of months actually. This is the same library I've talked about in some of my other videos. I just had a month-long art exhibit there. So I think that helped me get into this artist alley because now I have like a relationship with this location. So it's kind of like at a big Comic-Con convention when they have artist alleys. So me as an artist, I can showcase my work, I can show prints and drawings, originals, and I can also sell stuff. So it's kind of like a craft show for me, and I've also prepared some new items to sell. But the catch with this is that it's all fandom and pop culture related, so I can't bring every single one of my items. That's why I'm making a lot of new stuff. This is my first time attending this event as an artist and as a vendor. They do provide a booth for me, so they'll provide a table and 2 chairs. So this is kind of technically like my first craft show of the year. The booth fee was free, so I did not have to pay to get into this event. I was also given the opportunity to be featured in their art gallery. So at the same time that the Fandom Fest is going on, they are also having an art gallery. My artwork is actually going to be featured for a couple of weeks. It's called Gallery 705. They're featuring the same artists that are going to be vendors at the Artist Alley for the Fandom Fest. I haven't been to the art gallery. I submitted my stuff and I think it's actually currently up, but I have not been back to the library since. My plan is just to see my artwork on display during the Fandom Fest. When I go on that Saturday for the event, then I'll check out the gallery. The new product that I'm creating for this artist alley are ACEO. ACEO stands for Art Cards, Editions, and Originals. Miniature artwork pieces. They can be drawings, paintings, whatever. These measure 2.5 by 3.5 inches, which is the standard size of a trading card. So think of like sports trading cards or Pokemon cards. They're kind of the same thing, but it's basically just original artwork. I like it because these are small paintings, they don't take very long, and I don't have to commit to a huge painting or a canvas. I can just knock out a bunch of these small paintings and try out different techniques and ideas. I honestly don't know how well they're going to sell. I think most people aren't going to this event to spend money, so that's why I'm going to bring some cheaper products, something more catered more towards kids and younger people. I didn't want to make a ton of stuff just because I'm not sure how the event is going to go. I did not want to invest too much into this. These are really popular on eBay auction listings, so whatever's left over from this artist alley I'm going to sell on eBay. A lot of people like to use acrylic paper when doing acrylic painting for ACEOs, and I have 2 pads of acrylic paper. One of them is 400 GSM and the other one is 230 GSM. That basically means that one is thicker than the other. The brown pad has the thicker paper and the white and blue pad has the thinner paper. I made a tiny little template cutout so I could use that as a guide. I used it to see how many ACEOs I could fit onto one page. I figured out that the max amount I could do was 9 per page. So with that guide, I measured out the paper and I cut it down to size. So one piece of acrylic paper made 9 ACEOs. And I decided to use the 230 GSM paper from the white and blue pad. It's gonna take some trial and error. I decided to use the thinner paper this time just to see how it feels and see how I like it. In the future, I do want to make some ACEOs with the thicker paper, the 400 GSM. So here are some clips of me painting. I'm making 40 art cards for this artist alley. The Fandom Fest is 5 hours long, so I figured I should have enough to sell at least 8 per hour. I don't really know if I need 40. I'm not really sure how these are going to sell, but I figured 40 would be a decent amount to start with in case they do really well, and even if they don't, that means I still would have a lot left over to sell on eBay afterwards. So that means means I don't have to make any more for a while. So it was really fun getting to try out this acrylic paper and try out some different art styles and techniques. I found some really fun reference images that I used to make some fandom related artwork. So for example, I made some paintings of Star Wars, Spider-Man, Pokemon, different Marvel characters. So I really enjoyed this painting process. Each one took between 30 minutes to an hour. So it wasn't too long. Some of them took a bit longer than others. For the most part, I was able to make about 4 per day, and I worked on this off and on for a couple of weeks. I also made some more watercolor bookmarks. I'm doing a new mini series, or just a collection of mini bookmarks. So my standard bookmarks are 2x7 and these are 2x5. These were actually some extra blanks that I had left from when I cut out the 2x7 ones. So these were just like extra scrap pieces of watercolor paper that I had left, and I don't ever throw away scrap paper. So I was able to repurpose these into mini bookmarks. So these are going to be a little bit cheaper than my standard bookmarks. So I decided to do some fandom related watercolor paintings for these bookmarks. So this is the same process that I do for my standard bookmarks, but again, it's just a little bit smaller. The event is at a library and a lot of kids do read, trying to keep in mind too, like comic books and stuff like that. So that's why I definitely wanted to bring some bookmarks to this event. For the watercolor bookmarks that I'm taking to the Fandom Fest, I decided to make some Lord of the Rings, DC, Marvel, and Avatar: The Last Airbender. When I was done painting the bookmarks, as always, I go through this process to flatten them. I use an iron to heat up the bookmarks. Once the fibers in the paper are relaxed a bit from the heat, then I put them under some heavy books, and I left them to flatten out for a few days. After a few days after they were pretty flat, I went outside and I sprayed them with a varnish. I used Workable Fixative Spray Varnish. It's my favorite, it's my go-to. I talk about it in every video. This stuff is perfect for a nice clear top coat for my artwork. Throughout the past couple of weeks, I have been ordering prints from Walgreens. I don't have a ton of fandom related prints to sell, but I did get some new 8x10 prints, and obviously I needed to package them for the event. These prints all came from original pieces that I did, whether it was painting or ink drawings and comic related stuff like that. Just a few examples, I have Pokemon, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Batman, Star Wars, and so on. So I took a few of these paintings I made. Some of these I did just for fun for myself, and some of them were actually commissions, but I was able to turn pictures of these paintings and drawings into prints. So I'm really interested to see how these will sell at the Artist Alley. I wanted to have at least one of every fandom, or just try to have a variety of fandoms, so there might be something here for everybody. So I think I had 6 new 8x10 prints that I needed to package and get ready for the Artist Alley. I already have some 5x7 prints that are done, and I'm also going to bring my other 8x10 prints that are already done. It is time for the first and hopefully only unboxing of this video. Here are the boxes I'm going to be opening up right now. This is my order from Vistaprint. Also, if you want to see me like online shopping for this stuff, you can check out my previous video, which is my what I spend in a week as a small business owner. So in that video, I ordered everything that I'm unboxing here. It didn't really come in time for that video, so that's why I ordered it in that video. Now for this video, I'm actually doing the unboxing and opening everything up. So this is the smaller box that was in that brown box. Very colorful, kind of funky looking. Here it is. This is what's inside the box. This is my new order of business cards. I basically ran out of business cards. Take one out and we'll look. Oh my gosh, this is literally my first time seeing them. That looks so good. Oh, I'm so glad they came out good. You know, I ordered 250. I designed these all myself, actually. This is my own design. I ordered them online, but you know, ordering them online versus seeing them in person can be different. So I have been a little bit anxious waiting for these to come and see them in person, but they look great. They actually look better than what they did online. So I'll show you guys here, but I'll probably just put a picture up on screen so you can see the full look. So when you scan the QR code, it brings up my link tree, and then I also just typed out my website, shop, Instagram, and my email. And then I've got my business name, a little bit about me and what I do, like what my business is about. I'll also show you like a side-by-side comparison of my old and my new design. With my new design, I just wanted to simplify it even more and make it even easier to read. So that's why I have the white background here with my information, but also kind of keeping the painting and my pinks and purples the same. And now to open my Amazon package. Yeah, I really don't remember what I ordered at this point. I opened up the box. These are coin envelopes. I'm gonna put my ACEOs into these coin envelopes, and this is actually only for selling them online. So these coin envelopes I'm only going to be using for shipping. So my idea is to put the little painted art cards into the coin envelope, and then I can put that into a bigger envelope. So my bigger envelopes are right here. These are just 4x6 craft paper envelopes, nothing fancy or special. They're basically like the same envelopes that you would get a birthday card in the mail from, basically like standard mailing envelopes. So the shipping for these should be very, very cheap. Here are the trading card sleeves. So there's two 100 packs. The painted little ACEO art card will go into these protective sleeves first. These are acid-free, no PVC. It's kind of like what you would do with a trading card. So that's what I'm going to do for my packaging, only for selling them online. When I sell them in person, I'm still going to use these trading card sleeves, obviously. The last thing that I got, the last thing in the box, is this acrylic stand. I'm not going to assemble this yet. I think I'll do that the night or the day before the craft show. This is what it will look like. So this is a 5-tier acrylic stand display, and this is going to be displaying the ACEOs. I'm really excited to have this set up. So this is going to hold the art cards for display at the Artist Alley. This will be on my booth. Like I mentioned earlier on in the video, I did get the opportunity to submit some of my artwork to the gallery, but this time for the Fandom Fest, all of my artwork was going to be fandom and pop culture related. So as you can see, I submitted some of my original superhero related drawings. I made these many years ago, close to 10 years ago actually. So these are some of my older works, some of my very first ink drawings. I really like drawing superheroes and comic book style inked drawings. So I took some of my favorite pieces to display for this gallery. So currently they are up on display right now. I'm back again real quick to do another unboxing. Kind of last minute, I decided to order something else. Here is my Amazon package. So these are bags. So the last thing I decided to get were some thank you bags. I'll put up a picture of what they look like. This is a 300 count. There's 3 different sizes, small, medium, and large. And there's 100 of each size. I was just starting to think about my packaging, and I want people to have bags. This is something I've been wanting to get for my small business for a while now, and I was going to wait until my craft shows later this year during the holiday season, but since I have a craft show in April, I thought I might as well just buy these early. Basically, I just want people to have a way to like hold items. I just want it to be more convenient for customers when they're shopping with me. I feel like giving them the option to have a bag is just really nice, and it's like good customer customer service. So that was everything I did to prepare for this upcoming event. I'm very excited to be part of this artist alley and also have my work featured in the gallery at the same time. I've never done this event, so I'm very excited to see how it goes. Hopefully it goes well. I will be vlogging the entire event and I'll post that video in the next week or two. In the comments, let me know all of your thoughts on this video. Let me know if you have any ideas, if you have any other questions or thoughts, comments, anything, you can leave them down below. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!